The main issue with older patients is actually several impacts. The immunosenescence phenotype that may alter the response to immunotherapy. And the second big question is about the increasing number of autoantibodies with aging. So we need to know if the number of autoantibodies can actually affect the toxicity of treatments. It's still ongoing. Probably that immunosenescence phenotype is not correlated with age, but is actually correlated with poor response to immunotherapy. So we hope that with this study and with other coming, we can have the answers to the question. It was actually from a paper 10 years ago, around 10 years ago, so it's pretty old data. So I think we need to work on that and probably to do prospective studies to really address the question once again. To my knowledge, no studies are actually ongoing regarding the autoantibodies in aging. Immunotherapy, and especially anti-PD-1 or anti-PD-L1 therapy, are clearly a good option for older patients because you have a broad spectrum of activity, but you also have fewer toxicity, which is very interesting in frail patients. And since now, no data showed any lack of efficacy in older patients. So in our study, we actually found more immune-related adverse events of grade 2 or more in older patients compared to younger patients, with 33% incidence in older patients and 25% in younger patients. And this result was actually statistically significant. But the type of toxicity and the spectrum of toxicity was actually very different between the two groups. We saw more skin toxicity in older patients and also more liver toxicity compared to younger. And in younger patients, actually, we found more GI toxicity, endocrine toxicity, and also pancreatic toxicity. So the spectrum is different. And we can see that in older patients, the type of toxicity is not very threatening for them. So, I mean, it's reassuring to see that even if they have more toxicity, we can still give them the immunotherapy. We actually need to work on that. Because we know that in a recent paper, they showed that cardiovascular medical history can be associated with more toxicity, especially cardiac toxicity to immune checkpoint blockers, and especially in combination. So I think that in older patients, we need to find correlation between comorbidities and also toxicity. In our study, we did not find any correlation, but we are actually working on that to go deeply in the subject. But obviously, this is a very important question. But frail patients can also benefit, I think, from immunotherapy. We just need to identify the right patients for the drug, actually. Exactly. So there are many studies ongoing, actually, prospective studies, which include geriatric assessment and geriatric parameters to correlate to toxicity and also to efficacy. But we don't have, unfortunately, the results yet. But it will be coming in the next months, I think.